Welcome to the 2024 FNB Wines2Whales. I'm so stoked and excited. Best route ever. Come and experience it. Stage 1. Lourensford to Oak Valley. 66 kilometers, 1350 meters of climbing. To spread out all the exciting riders in bunches, we're back to the old climb up to the neck at Lourensford. 8 kilometers up to the neck. The first 4 Ks, just take it slowly, especially for the recreational riders. Don't spend all your energy. The first 4 kilometers are the worst, and the later half, the better. Careful from the neck down towards Stockies. It's a fast downhill, it's open gravel road, and there are some of those corners that you really need to go at the speed that's within your own skills level. You will encounter the first single tracks Stockies. It's the first time that we've ever done it. We spent a lot of time and effort into creating just some serious fun trails in there, improving it. So names like Paradiso, Breinse Brander, Wave Runner, and then you'll get to the Tower of Power. It's Kim Lord has assisted me, and we built, just for the sake of it, we built a structure around the huge blue gum tree. So as you get onto it, it's got 2 levels. The left level is the lower level, that's about 2 meters high, and the right level goes up to between 3 and 4 meters. So make your choice. They go around, they end up eventually on the same route again, and then you go down the old graveyard. Now, old graveyard, I think we've done that about 5 or 6 years ago. That's the most technical trail on the whole Wines2Whales. So if you do get a big fright there, relax. It's not that long, it's not that far. It's rocky, but it's just for the oaks that can ride a mountain bike, it's a stunning exercise. Then you, just the views and stuff, you come over this dam where we're standing now. This is Blue Gum Dam, the biggest dam on Lourensford. And from here you pop down to Waterpoint 1 on 17 Ks in the cork forest. And then it's over to Vergelegen, which is just open roads, and just have a look at the scenery. Especially the pincushions as you just cross over the river. Have a look at, they've got huge pincushions there, and that's just part of the fynbos. I can't go through all 9,000 species now, but have a look at that and just appreciate the beauty of it all. You'll get to Idiom, Waterpoint 2. Before you get to Idiom, you will go through Vedderville, and you go through the nature reserve. Thanks to Vedderville for allowing us to go through that pristine, beautiful nature reserve. And look out, please, for the berg quaggas, or they call it Quagga. If you want to read more about the Quagga, Google Quagga project. So the berg quagga was extinct, and then Clever Oak discovered the DNA of a berg quagga, and they matched it up with zebras. So that's one of, I think, 4 or 5 places and farms where they're busy breeding berg quaggas. So yeah, stop if you want to, take a photo. It's just a unique experience. Get to Idiom Waterpoint 2 on 35 kilometers, and then you hit the old history. So just keep in mind, when you struggle up Gantouw Pass, that the poor oaks, Jan van Riebeeck, Simon van der Stel's mates, how they did it with the ox wagons. So as you go off the train service road, you get a single track that runs towards Gantouw. On that single, there's a portage point where you have to climb over rocks and stuff, and then you can cycle around the hill. That's called Red Hill. And the ox wagons, that was like a disaster for them in the winter, because you can see it's a red clay, and they just battled. I mean, when the Gantouw was at its stop in terms of ox wagon transport, they used to come over 4,500 ox wagons. So that was their first battle, was to get over Red Hill towards Gantouw. They already battled through the Cape Flats for 2 days to get to Red Hill. And then from Red Hill over, that was another day for them. as you go up on Gantouw, have a look near the top. You'll see there's like a gorge there where it used to be a ridge, so they had to dismantle all the ox wagons and carry it over the ridge, and eventually the Cape government decided to put some money into it, and they dynamite the thing apart, and yeah, that's the porch, and you'll see it sort of rocks on both sides of it. Then you hit the old A to Z trails of Grabouw, and again, I think that's one of the reasons why was just such a different and diverse experience in terms of mountain biking, because there you experience a total new landscape. The soil is the Cape sandstone, so it's a more sandy granite sort of soil. So the trails are sort of just, yeah, it's just different from here in Lourensford. We had these huge floods last year, September, and you'll see it. You'll see the evidence of it. You'll see the evidence as you climb up towards the neck. Those were just mudslides this year. In July, they had 600 mils in July. When the mudslides happened, they had 75 mils in 15 minutes. And on your way in Grabouw, you'll see sort of roads that's just washed away. So we used one of the roads as part of the trail. So it's a nice sort of encounter where you have to go through real dongas and stuff. But yeah, just think about sort of what happened and all the damage that you see. And then it's down to Waterpoint 3, Grabouw Country Club. For the e-bikers, especially for the tour oaks at the back, not for the racers in front, they get a lift from Idiom to Waterpoint 3, which is then Grabouw Country Club. Yeah, because in some cases those e-bikes are 25 to 30 k's. And some oaks haven't got the adventurous spirit of the old Volkswagen voortrekkers that went off Gantouw. So the bus is a much better and easier way to get to the other side. From Waterpoint 3 to Oak Valley, you'll encounter sort of the Z Trail, thanks to Peter Silverbauer and Trails End, that built those beautiful bridges that you have to get over the Palmet. And then you get into Protea Alley. Protea Alley is one of my favorites. It's just so beautiful in there, and they've created a nice sort of switchback. Hopefully you can cycle a switchback, because if you can't, then we'll have to then come and see me at the Rice Village, and we'll discuss, you know, how we can assist you. And but it's a bit late. So there's just a stunning switchback, and then into Oak Valley, and it's fast down towards the finish. Under the clouds is just one of those things that you can ride flat out if you know how to handle a mountain bike. Yeah, and then we're at the Rice Village where serious gears is awaiting you. And it's going to be such a joy. And we'll see you there and enjoy and talk about everything that happened. Last thing, we've also got Instagram frames. We've got 3, so we've got an Instagram frame on each of the stages. So at the top of Gantouw, there you and your buddy, if you haven't taken the bus obviously, can proudly stand in front of the Instagram frame, Table Mountain in the background, and send that to all your buddies overseas and wherever.